I've seen about 10 gazillion YouTube videos on making jug lines for catfishing. Dude, it's not rocket science, it's a jug line. You're gonna put some bait on the hook, chuck it out into the lake. It doesn't need to be rocket science. It doesn't need to be hard. So seriously, just make some. I mean, it's not hard. These are 2 foot long pieces of 1/2 inch PVC, a weight that I poured, some line, some caps, eyelet. Let's go make some jug lines. And check out my new coffee cup. Got it at Eufaula State Park. I love that. That's really cool. When you put the line on here to make your drop, to put your weight, and we're going to do that in just a second. But when you do that, it's really going to depend a lot on what lake do you normally fish. You know, what depth do you want to fish? Granted, if you want to make these free floating, just put a 3, 4, 5, 6 ounce weight or something at the end of it. Don't let it go all the way to the bottom. Chuck it out and let it do its thing. The downside to that is you'll spend 2 hours driving around trying to find all your jugs. Ask me how I know. Ask me how I know. So where I fish with jug lines is our home lake, Shawnee Twin Lakes. The depth I'm trying to hit with these, on the ones I've already made, I'm somewhere around 20 feet. So with these, I'm gonna shoot to have them 20 to 25 feet. And that is from the eyelet, from the tie-on point where it goes in, to the weight that's going to sit on the bottom. And you know, the wind is always blowing different directions, obviously, so the weight is it's always going to blow it around a little bit. What I'm going to do is, I'm not going to get all super scientific, but my workbench here is 60 inches wide or 5 feet wide. So I'm just going to run out my line. I'm not measuring, I'm just going to guesstimate, and we'll get started on tying it up and show you what happens from there. So I ran it out about 25 feet. Got it tied on the jug, and I've got it tied on the weight, and then I come up, I don't know, 12 inches, 16 inches. Well, let's be exact. Let's see. Right on 16 inches to the first one, to the first loop, and it's nothing. Just tie a loop in your line. Then I came up. Let's see. Just put it on the ground. It's about 5 foot up, so you could do it you could do it a foot up, you could do it 16 inches, and then you can go, you know, every 3 feet, every 5 feet, whatever. Where I fish, I never catch them on the upper hooks. I always catch them on the lower ones. So on half of them, I'm only going to do 2 loops, and on the other half, I'll do 3 or 4 loops. And I don't fish in Oklahoma. You can have 20 jugs total, and you can have 5 hooks on each jug, but I don't do that many. I do a couple hooks on each one and then scatter them out. So that being said, this is pretty much done. The only thing left to add to this is to make a leader with the hook. I like putting a swivel and a clasp on it. It just makes it easier for me. And then I take an extra piece of pool noodle and wrap my leaders up on it, and bingo bango. Then you just take each leader, if you want to put however many you want to put on there, and then you just clip it into the hook. Another way you can do it is just make your leader, if you don't have any swivels, another way you can do it is to make your leader and then tie one of these knots in the end of your leader too. Then just run the leader through, loop the hook back through it, pull it tight. It works just as well. Personal preference, I just like these. So now it's time to make some leaders. Now again, this doesn't have to be rocket science. This is what I've got laying around. I'm not expecting to catch a 75-pound catfish in Twin Lakes. I'm trying to be more realistic, use what I have laying around. It's 30-pound spider wire, and it's pretty strong. I don't know, take 3 feet of line, cut it off. Now, one thing that is important, and Gamakatsu size 7 is what I use. If you want to go up a little bit, go down a little bit, whatever works for you, but these hooks are killer. They are razor sharp hooks. I love these hooks. They're not cheap either though, but the Walmart hooks will work too. All the jug line fishing I've done, I've only actually lost 1 catfish bringing him up to the boat, and I don't know how that one came off. I didn't see it. I was like, holy crap, that's a big catfish, and then holy crap, I lost him. So, but this is the one super important. You need to snell your hook, a snell knot. So I'm going to try to do this with it by the camera. So you're going to run your line through the eye. Then I take it and I hold it down right here, and then I wrap it. They say, I don't know, 10 to 15 times. I always do 13. 13 is a special number for me. It's personal stuff. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And then This is the cool part about this knot. This is all there is to it. After you wrap it, you're going to run it back through. Pull it tight. That hook is snelled. Now, the hardest part of this is cutting that little tag off right there. So about half the time I don't even bother doing it. Let's see if I can do it with these dikes, because the scissors don't like cutting this stuff. Hey, that worked. So that's a super proper snelled hook. As far as length, 12 inches, 16 inches. I'm not a pro, so all I can say is whatever works the best for you, whatever floats your boat, whatever floats your goat. About yay far. That's the real technical technical term for it. And then I'm just going to do a regular old fisherman's knot, whatever. I don't even know what this is called. Pull it, make it tight. Bam. All right. There she blows. And then we're just going to take that clasp, put it on the, there it is. So then I'm just going to put one on here for now. So then you just take your jug. I like to bring the line in, put my finger to hold it, and then just so now, my friends, you're ready to go catfishing the lazy way. In the state of Oklahoma, there's nothing in the rule book, as far as I can find anyway. There's nothing in there on color or any of that crap. I think Texas, they have to be a certain color or something. But in Oklahoma, you can have 20 jug lines. You can have 5 hooks per line. And like I said, this one will have 1 or 2, maybe even 3. I don't know, but I don't get much more complicated than that. So you get out where you're going. Here lately, my bait of choice is cheap bar-ass hot dogs. The cheapest hot dogs you can get at the grocery store. Just grab a pack of them, take them with you, break a chunk off, break them in thirds, halves, whatever. Put it on the hook, throw it out there, go home. Come back the next morning, see if you get any fish. That's how I do it. So I got to do this 9 more times. I'm gonna make some new leaders too, and we're gonna do some catfishing. See you guys.